We here at the District of Misfits show, we are here for satire mostly, but we're also here to speak our truth and, share. We drink and we talk shit. We are lovers of all types of people, shapes, sizes, colors, creeds, orientations, whatever you want to call it. Um, we are also equal opportunity offenders when it comes to people that we think are offensive. And like it says in the header here, these opinions, they're just opinions. They are our own. We don't advocate for violence or, any type of fuckery in that regard. But if you are a dick to us, we will use this platform to express ourselves, and we will never ever apologize for that. So if you are easily offended, now's a good time for you to log off. I cordially invite you to log off. The Misfit Army with me. Because we ain't for everybody.
From the heart of the city to the outer edges of the Beltway and beyond, this is the District of Misfits show, the drinking show with a podcast problem. This is your guide into our unique and beautiful city, the good, the bad, the ugly, as well as the funny and straight up ridiculous. Told by us before someone tells it for us. The opinions expressed on this show are our own, and we make no apologies. What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. Welcome to the first episode of 2024, the District of Misfits show, the drinking show with a podcast problem, the podcast for the rest of us. I am your boy, Crushing Boo, here with my cohorts, Marcus and Val. Hopefully Jamie will be Delta forcing in at some point to join us. It's been a few weeks. We haven't been with y'all since Thanksgiving, so we're basically just going to be playing a little catch up and getting ourselves reacquainted and talking about all the possibilities that 2024 will have in store for us. It being an election year, and the world currently still being in fuego.
So in fuego.
But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be here. Yeah, coming live from an undisclosed bunker somewhere in California. If you leave money in a brown paper bag at the corner of I don't know, pick an intersection, Marcus. We'll release the hostages.
Bennington, Minnesota.
Oh shit! It's a pretty dangerous corner to leave anything. Anyways, take this opportunity to like and share on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And Twitch.
Well, no. Let the man do his thing. Please and thank you. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are the District of Misfits show.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. And you can, on Twitch, it's District of Misfits, all one word. On YouTube, you can find this episode as well as all of our previous episodes. And if you go to the shop now, they will take you to our brand new online store called, what's it called? Spread Shop?
Spread Shop.
Yes, Spread Shop. And you can get yourself some District of Misfits or DC as fuck swag. Oh, I messed up the 10-minute rule already. Oh, well, fuck it. New year, same Misfits.
Same Misfits.
Trying to think. Oh yeah, if you are interested in being a guest on this show or producing a podcast of your own, you can reach out to us at districtdogfacestudio@gmail.com, or you can go to districtdogfacestudio.com and check out all of the myriad of packages that we have available for you.
For you.
Marcus, Val, how are we doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah?
I mean, we haven't been on in like 2 months.
It's been a while.
We haven't actually been in the studio in a while.
We have not been in the studio in probably 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Almost 3 months.
Which, it's fine.
It's fine.
Lots has happened over the past month.
Yeah. Mark's done a little bit of remodeling. It's a painting. For other productions, or we can do green screen. Marcus is building a green screen room, apparently. green screen studio, something of that persuasion. So
etc. etc.
look forward to my music videos coming out soon.
more content for the OnlyFans page.
Yeah. And for those of you that gave a shit on Facebook, Instagram, begrudgingly, well, I don't do anything. I lurk on X, TikTok, and now Threads. I'm on Threads.
I want to take you on Friends.
I mean, I got on there a while ago. I just didn't really post. I did like was this the new Twitter?
Honestly,
I
I haven't
once
done it.
posted.
Like, I just looked at it the other day for the first time.
I mean,
I don't post on it.
I just fucking hit the wall with social media where like I can handle Instagram and Facebook because they're the devils that we know that we grew up with. And
Grew up with?
huh? What is that?
It's funny you said grew up with Facebook.
We did. I
We
mean,
did.
more or less.
No,
Fucking.
but it was just like the hear.
Social media.
Isn't that fucked up? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. It's that shit's been in our lives longer than we're comfortable.
27. I mean, I didn't do MySpace.
I did MySpace. MySpace, RIP MySpace. MySpace was the shit.
I wish I did.
MySpace was the shit because it was all the fun parts of social media with virtually none of the toxicity.
Yeah. You know what I did? I signed up for it, but I never really did. I don't know. Remember Friendster?
I did not do Friendster.
My friend signed me up for it.
I
then
thought
forgot to
Friendster
get it.
was for hipsters and dorks, but you know.
Like I said, I never I don't even remember what the platform was like. I just remember having signed up for it because my friend Katie made me. She did. She that was me on the computer and signed me up for it. She also made me sign up for Twitter.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I
was
ended up on
super
Twitter.
resistant to Twitter for the longest time. I can't even remember why I got on. Oh, I got on there to fight with fucking racists and trolls and realized that shit was like eating a hole in my stomach. And
But back when she signed up when she was on Twitter, back when she made me sign up for Twitter, there wasn't that shit. And the reason why I was so hesitant was I was like, "Nah, I don't feel like I'm very interesting or witty. I don't think I can come up with something with 140 characters or whatever it was at the beginning that would make people want to follow me."
I mean, that was, yeah, I was off of it because I was like, Twitter to me was the equivalent of giving everyone a bullhorn.
Yeah.
It was like, just imagine everyone running around being I don't need that.
I could never come up with anything exciting to say. So I was just on it. I never really contributed to Twitter.
Yeah, I was on there the most during leading up to not this last election, not the last presidential election, but the one before.
16.
You guys know I was a big Bernie guy for a while. I still subscribe to the policies. I don't believe in celebrity hero worship with politicians. They're all fucking fallible and fucked up in their own special ways. And a lot of the people that I was super duper into when I got radicalized, for lack of a better word, a lot of those people have compromised their positions on a lot of shit to get in, to get along and whatever. And so,
Like who?
I mean, well, Bernie for sure. Although he's still pretty outspoken about a lot of shit. He's definitely caved on a lot of stuff. The squad, a lot of the squad have, they came out fucking hardcore, democratic socialists that, caved because they knew the only way for them to have any real influence and to have any kind of impact is to compromise to some degree to get whatever the fuck they want down the road, because that's how the game of politics is played,
right? I mean, you can't be so fixated on your own policies that you get nothing done.
Yeah.
I mean, so I can understand and appreciate that. But I feel like for them at the very beginning, what happened, I mean, for me, what turned me off to them was that they were so bullheaded, fixated and wedded to their policies that they couldn't hear anybody else.
Right. But
and that, like, what you want and what you believe to be true or to be right doesn't necessarily work for everybody else, and like sometimes you have to be willing to compromise, and sometimes you have to be willing to give a little to get actual like shit done. Half of my
I know.
double my camera went
You
off.
know,
Yeah, it's too bad. Like they had to give up, wanting healthcare for everybody.
And that's like those are not the things that they should have been giving.
They had to give
you
up.
know?
They had to give up, getting dirty money out of politics. They had to give up, you know, all that stuff to get along.
Continue, Boo.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta get, got over the hero worship. Everybody's screwed up. Everyone's warped and twisted and bent. But then everyone's like, well, what about the Republicans? And I'm like, yes, those people are so ridiculous that they don't even deserve mentioning. But I'd be really curious to see. I saw an interesting TikTok talking about how Colorado's using the 14th Amendment to take Trump off of the ballot. And that rule, that amendment not only applies to Trump, but it also applies to anybody that was in communication or had anything at all to do with, January 6th. So like okay, in the TikTok, the guy talks about how basically everyone's phones got confiscated. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Boebert, like anyone in Congress who had any ties with Trump and any of the January 6th participants, all their phones and computers and everything got confiscated for this investigation. Them being complicit in the insurrection makes each and every single one of those people a target of this 14th Amendment thing. They can all be this. Trump is apparently going to be like the first domino to fall. And it's not the first time that Colorado has used this press. Like they set precedent before, which is why it was easy for them to do it with Trump, because there's already a precedent within the Colorado state legislature. And it was just basically a guy who wanted to run for president, but he was a naturalized citizen, but he wasn't a native born. And that's one of the clauses under the 14th Amendment. So the next thing is you can't run for president if you're not a natural born citizen. The next one is you can't run for president if you participated in insurrectionist shit. So there's also it's not just president, it's not just president, but elected office as well. So
and I feel like that should be like
Boebert's gonna
all of them.
All these Republicans that were on the Trump, they all stand potential unless you live in a super red state. The red states aren't going to pursue it, but any other state that's even remotely like.
So, but then the problem being is that so Supreme Court gets it and they would say no, the 14th Amendment doesn't apply, so then it won't apply to anybody.
No, they can't do that though because it's still the state's constitution. Then we get down to states' rights. This is where Republicans hold like, oh, the Civil War wasn't about slavery; it was about states' rights. This is where that argument blows up in their face. Because if the Supreme Court tries to undo Maine or tries to undo Colorado, they're like, no, this is our state constitution. You cannot tell us who we can and can't put on this ballot. We have our own. The reason why we have state, federal, and local government.
All right, I mean that'd be great. I would love that.
You know what I mean?
Like, I feel like
because the day the Supreme Court starts telling states dude, shit's already fucking weird.
So you think that I would now see I wish we had Ian on here.
Let's text him and see if he's available to jump on.
Because do we think
or Crystal?
Ian is like Crystal, yes, but like Ian is like a constitutional law geek. Like he knows everything.
We should have had them on reserve just for.
I know. I thought about it, but just because I worry that Trump's team they're trying to fight it. They're like they're appealing to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is going to be reviewing it. Like, if they do, then like, if they negate what Colorado and what Maine is saying, then like that just like, I mean,
I mean, like, ask yourself this: like, what could the Supreme Court possibly do if they're like, well, we think you should put him on the ballot, even though the Constitution, which we're supposed to be upholding, says it's not valid. It will be completely. It'll be the Supreme Court ruling will end up being invalid because when you kick it back down, to a lower court, to an appellate court, they're going to be like, the Constitution's Constitution. You
Right.
cannot unless
You have to
they
amend the
ratify that shit.
Constitution. Yeah.
The Supreme Court can only give you their opinion on what they think you should do. They can't. I mean, like, it's
This is where I wish I knew more about the law.
same here. And apologies if I am speaking out of my depth at any point. But the shit is wild. Supreme Court can only make a ruling. They can't enforce. They can't enforce anything. Dude, Bobert's doing so bad. She's trying to switch districts.
She is switching.
She's switching districts.
No.
She's switching districts because her opponent in the district that she's currently elected in
It's going to beat her.
is going to beat her. Is outspent. They're all going broke. They've fleeced their people for so much money. People are running out of fucking money.
And Ryan Reynolds is funding everybody.
Oh, is Ryan Reynolds bankrolling people?
He's bankrolling the fuck out of people.
God,
Don't do it, Ryan. Don't give your money. Like, they got enough money, Ryan. They don't need your.
But like, I don't know. I mean, if there's anything that just like gets these fucking assholes off of the tickets, or just like gets them like not elected again in 2024. I mean, some of these people, I don't understand. I know we talk about it all the time. These people who are elected into some sort of, who are elected officials, like they don't even have a basic understand. Like they have less of an understanding about about like law and government, how the government is run than I do. And like I know,
I watched MTG get eviscerated by this woman who, was talking about, this potential looming government shutdown. And she was going on talking about, you Republicans have the majority, but you guys can't ever get anything done. And we're on the verge of another shutdown. And Clubfoot was like, well, we just passed the resolution. We just voted on that and it passed here. So there isn't any more looming. There isn't any more looming threat. And the woman that she tried to roast the woman for being 80 years old, even though she sweats Trump, who's like almost 80. And this woman turned to her and was like, yo, it's basic civics. And that, yes, this resolution, it passed in the House, but it still has to go through the Senate. And guess what else? The president still has to sign for it. So
she doesn't even understand.
She doesn't even fucking understand. I learned that shit when I was 12 fucking years old.
I learned that shit from Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
When I was young and watching Saturday afternoon morning cartoons, like, again, I know very little, and I admittedly know that I should not run for any sort of elected official in any capacity because I don't understand it.
That's why you do so well, though, Val.
But like, it blows my mind that there aren't more restrictions on who can be on a ballot, who can be elected to be an official, like in any sort of capacity. It just blows my mind that any dumb shit like a fucking wasn't there a duck who was like mayor of a city?
If you have enough money, you can get back in.
Like what? That should not be allowed in the U.S. of America.
I pledge allegiance to the U.S. of America.
Fucking bullshit. It makes me so mad. It makes me so I have a friend who is really just being conservative. It's like an old man, old white dude, like old military guy. and he's just like, the way that the country is right now, and this is not like leaning left or right. He's like, it is in fucking shit. Put I put my body in the line of fire for 7 years of my life for this shit. And he was like, to defend this shit. And he was like, and I am embarrassed of our country right now.
Dude, we're living in some wild times, man.
It's horrible. And when you have people who are from other countries and they're asking you to explain what the fuck is going on here, and I don't know.
I don't know.
Like I don't even understand it. I don't
You
get
know how hard it was to just the last time I'm trying to think. Last time I was in Europe, it was W was president. Do you know how hard it was to have to explain to people that, like, yes, he is the president. No, I did not vote for him. Like, and no, I am not okay with any of the fucking shit that's going on. Like, I got on a plane on for my birthday to go to Amsterdam. It was literally day one of us bombing the fuck out of Baghdad. I sat at the bar at Dulles Airport and watched them annihilate the shit out of Baghdad with my buddy, just being like, wow, this fucking trip's gonna be really interesting. And sure enough, like, we met the like khaki pants, fanny pack, socks with brown sandals, American flag t-shirt. We're gonna bomb the shit out of them towel heads, man. We're gonna show them who's like, we had that dude on our flight.
See, I was in Ireland right after 9/11, like January, I think. So right before we went to war.
Oh God.
And everybody in Ireland was like talking.
And we come back, we run into those people a couple days, I think a day or two after we landed, and they're like, don't go to this bar. They hate Americans. Like, and I'm like, okay. And me and my buddy, we went straight to that fucking coffee shop or bar, and they were fine. Yeah. We were totally chilling, man. Like, my favorite, the best thing that anyone could say to me overseas is that you're not like any other American I've ever met before. I take that as the highest of compliments. The highest, because ain't no American like me.
Well, so I have to admit, like, the one of the times that me looking the way I do is beneficial to me is like when we're traveling overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so my friend, this was like the summer after my senior year in high school. My friend Tina and I were both Filipina, and we traveled around Europe for like 2 weeks. And we got on this train, and on the train, it sounds like a joke, but we were in this like couchette, and like it was the two of us. There were 2 Germans, a Frenchman, and an Italian, and none of them spoke each other's language. The only language they spoke was English collectively. So they're talking, and Tina and I hadn't like said anything yet. We're just like sitting there. And they're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and those Americans, they're awful. Like, we hate them. And Tina and I start speaking to each other in like a Tagalog. Like, we start in our broken Tagalog because neither one of us spoke Tagalog. We were like, oh, like, like trying to like tell each other like not to speak. And like we would like say it, like I'd say it really fast in like a Filipino accent. So it would sound like we were speaking Tagalog. Like, don't say anything, huh? Like, don't speak English. Don't tell them you're American, huh? Like, and we just sat there in silence, like for hours, listening to these people fucking hate on Americans. And
dude, when did you spring it on them though? You had to.
We never did.
Oh my God! I would have let that just marinate, and then right as we're leaving, be like, all right, y'all, take it easy. Deuces.
We were like,
I would have fucking crushed them. Are you kidding me?
I think they might have left before, like because they all each left before we did. They
were like, y'all come back now. Yo, so yeah, the people in question from my trip to Amsterdam. So my buddy and I, we were getting on the plane to come home. These people are on the same flight, and they were like, "Oh my God, how was your trip?" We had a fucking blast. We ate mushrooms. My friend threw up in the canal. Like, we went to a bunch of clubs, hookers, all that fun shit. Like, we red light districted the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, mid-20s in Amsterdam, doing what a mid-20s motherfucker in Amsterdam does. And at this point in time, I had the locks. And if I didn't speak, no one had any fucking idea that I was American. So to share in Val's story,
It's beneficial.
Miss Broken Seal over here.
Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, tell us about your experiences in Europe. No, you're crazy. You're crazy. No, so we get on the fucking plane and you're like, oh my God. Oh, they're so crazy. These people, they went to Brussels. So, okay, we got there on a Thursday. We were there Thursday through Sunday or Monday, something like that. Long weekend.
Right.
So they went to Brussels on Saturday in the middle of the trip, the capital of Europe. Right after fucking, like, we just invaded Iraq. We've been steadily bombing them at this point for fucking 3 days. There was this huge anti-American demonstration with like 1 million people. And they were like, people were so mean to us. They were calling us baby killer and they were spitting on us. It was like John Rambo fucking like talking about his trauma coming back from Nam. And it was just like, and I could see, I'm not even playing. The dude literally at one point was wearing a shirt that said these colors don't run with an American flag. Like, he was that kind of dude.
And that's what you get.
He was that kind of dude. So I'm like, dude, if you walk into Europe with your dick out, don't get mad when some fucking like chops that bitch off.
Right.
Like, you started off, you came off on the wrong foot. And then you want to talk about like people aren't trying to pick up on people being mean to you. Like, I feel like you're inviting
He's inviting
all of that, because me and my American friend and my boy Eric, he white as fuck. He white as fuck, dude. But
that's the thing.
he don't fuck with nobody.
I didn't have any issues when I went over there.
Yeah, he didn't fuck with nobody. We don't carry ourselves like we have this air of
Not
like,
wearing these colors on bleacher.
bro. I'm not even
I wouldn't even wear that here.
I'm not even caricaturizing the dude. He literally did the whole socks, sandals, khaki shorts, fanny pack, American flag fucking shirt. He was a portrait. He was a portrait of the ugly American. I bet you that dude showed up in Charlottesville.
I would not be surprised.
I bet you that dude was in Charlottesville 2017, fucking tiki torch in hand, ready to rock.
Yeah, I was in Germany right after Tiki Torch set. And they had a little bit of a right uprising. So it was kind of like they were like going off Trump's like speed. So it was really weird. I was like, fuck.
History's gonna look back on this time, assuming we don't wipe ourselves out. It's gonna look back on this time and we're just gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, if we haven't purged all real history from the books, it's gonna be
It's funny you said it. I don't really like to watch Joe Rogan much anymore, but there is a thing he said the other day, but he was repeating somebody else. It's about the Mandela effect, but it goes along with what you just said about like erasing the history.
Mm-hmm.
The philosophy or like the theory is that like the people or whoever is slowly like trying to change shit to fuck with our heads and try to see what they can slip by us.
Well, dude,
to erode like parts of the history.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for that real fast. I'll see.
Well, dude, and I also feel like there's kind of almost like it's like the Costanza thing. If you tell a lie, just keep lying. You tell the lie enough times.
Or believe it.
Tell the lie enough times till the point, yeah, like people will just you just keep repeating it, just keep repeating it.
But that's like an actual like phenomenon. Like that's what a lot of politicians use, and a lot of like these like whatever people who are like not influencers, but like speakers, like if they say it enough times, then people believe it to be true, and that's what happens. Like so then people,
to the point where when you show them definitive proof that what they believe is not true, they will just shut the fuck down. They will just shut down. Cognitive dissonance is like some of the realest shit ever. I'll tell you what, we're 30 minutes into the show.
Back on.
Yeah, sorry, disembodied voice. Yeah, so we're 30 minutes
Speaking
into
for
the
Jamie.
show. Please take this opportunity to like, share, follow on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. We are the District of Misfits show. If you go to our District of Misfits show, you can check out all of our previous episodes, and there's tons and tons and tons of material. I swear none of it is dated at all ages well.
For now.
You can totally share it with all your friends, lovers, and frenemies. It's going to be great.
You should be live on Instagram.
We're live on IG. Shout out to everybody on IG. If anyone is actively watching in real time, please let us know how the audio is. We are testing out new mics and need to know if they are getting the job done. Anyone. But yeah. Sorry, distracted. On Twitch, District of Misfits, all one word, all mashed together. And if you're interested in being a guest on this show or producing a podcast of your own, we can help you out with that. Please reach out to us at districtdogfacestudio@gmail.com, or you can go on to districtdogfacestudio.com and check out the packages that we have available. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you are interested in supporting us with some swag, go to our YouTube channel, click on the shop now, and check out our online store, courtesy of Spreadshop
And YouTube.
and YouTube, the tube of the U.
I'm gonna try to play this, see if you guys can hear it. I can find it.
This picture of Jamie is funny.
So I just got a message from Jamie. He was like, "This shit is hilarious."
Jamie, tell us more.
He's like, "This is funny as shit." He's like, "I go your mugshot photo."
Dude, if we only had, I have a mugshot photo, but it's from like 2005. And I definitely don't look like that anymore.
Pink hair, one of mine.
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm trying to find Jamie's mugshot picture.
Yeah. God, there's so much that has happened since the last time we were together. It's I don't even fucking know where to begin.
You know what we've like dropped the ball with, and I'm gonna try and pick this and find something. We would do it at the end of the show. What we've done every year, either like at our very first show after in the new year, is we go through all the celebrities who've died and we didn't.
Oh yeah.
So
Shit.
I'm gonna find a decent list.
Tell me if you can hear this.
Nope, can't hear a thing.
Nope.
Williams, I made Ricky Smiley wear a dress.
Cricket.
Lower your mic.
Lower our mics.
Yeah.
Cat Williams, I made Ricky Smiley wear a dress. It was in my contract. Why would you Cedric stole my joke for Kings of Comedy. When? The year was 2018. Now, Kings of Comedy came out in 2000. The year was 98. Now, hold on, Cat. Steve Harvey stole his show from Mark Curry. Might as well call it Hanging with Mr. Harvey. Cat, you're spilling more tea than a server having a stroke. Kevin Hart is scared of me. Why? Because I am a physical specimen. Faison's fat. Why is Faison catching strays? Earthquake's illiterate. Dad, you naming more cats than the Epstein document. Tyler Perry can't act. Steve Harvey was never homeless. Bruce Wayne is Batman. And if you cut a sandwich diagonal, it is somehow more sandwich. Publicity stunt. Now let me get this selfie.
Did he lose a lot of weight?
Who?
Who's that?
That's Jada Pinkett.
No, it's not.
That is fucking Jada Pinkett, dude.
That picture?
That is Jada fucking
Did
Pinkett. She took that picture and everybody was like, damn, Fat Joe, is he okay? They were like, is he gonna die?
It does look like that.
Dude, they went to town on her when she posted that fucking picture, bro.
What?
They went the fuck off on Jada, dude. It was brutal. Yo, thank you. Shout out, Jeremy. Appreciate you. And yeah, he's not wrong, dude. Yeah, a lot of the textbooks are made in Texas, and so we're already at a distinct disadvantage. But yeah, the Cat Williams thing, I was really hoping that Jamie would be here before we delve into that, just to
we
like
can wait. We can wait.
just to get that. But like that shit
you
has
watch it?
been. So I did not watch the entire 2 hours and
No, I
48
watched the
minutes.
30-minute. Like,
I watched all the best clips. I feel like the shit that everybody's talking about, like,
yeah,
I stumbled across it on TikTok and was like, what's this Club Shay Shay? And I was like, oh shit.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp out here.
He's good.
He out here in a cream turtleneck, fucking
Yeah,
in
he's good.
his
Interviewer.
his PJs, fucking interviewing all this fireside chat looking at ass motherfucker. Like, it's wild, dude. And Cat Williams just he showed up fucking ready to burn the world down. And apparently that interview was a year in the making. Because I watched another Shannon Sharp was on Chad Ochocinco's podcast, because everybody's got podcasts. And he was telling him about like the whole setup. But like, yeah, for like a year they had been kind of like trying to get all the pieces together for him to show up. And so when he finally got there, he was like a dam ready to burst. He was like, the cameras were rolling. He's like 30 minutes before the cameras even started rolling, Cat was spilling tea and was like, oh shit. They were like, oh fuck, should we be recording this? Like, yeah, he came in ready on some scorched earth shit. So, and it's funny that video is that's the first video I've seen of anyone actually clowning Cat Williams about it. Like, anybody that he attacked or went after, they've all said all kinds of things, but nobody's called him a liar yet.
Yeah, I watched Smiley earlier today.
I didn't watch the Smiley response, but like I watched the Ludacris reply with the fucking 16-bar freestyle or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you said a lot of shit, but you didn't call him a liar. You know, and I mean, that to me is like, and hit dogs will holler. Hit dogs holler. Like, if you ain't got nothing to worry about, like, you know, then you keep it moving. But like, we're like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that guy. Like, that to me would be, if anything that he was saying about me wasn't true, I'd be like, yo, fuck that guy, he's a liar. You know,
And
but
nobody is.
everyone's responding in all these different ways and saying all these things, but they're not calling him a liar. So what are you gonna do? How do you come back from that? Do you come back from that? I mean, here's the thing. Ari Spears actually had an interesting retort to it, where he basically was like, you know what? Because Cat brought his name came up in it too, and he was like, you know what? Cat said all this, he said all that, but like, what did he change? Did he really change? You know, is Hollywood gonna stop doing what Hollywood does? Is the machine's just gonna keep on keeping on? And he was like, this ain't shit. He's like, it's just a news cycle. You know, and I was like, oh, that's actually like it's pretty potent shit too. But we'll see. You know, we shall see. These things manifest in really weird ways. And like, who knows what the butterfly effect of something like this is? You know.
Right, Jamie?
Good job.
My sentiments exactly, bro. You fucking split that arrow. Hit the nail on the head.
I was looking for another picture.
Oh man, I'm hoping he walks through the door. No. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, God, I mean, like, what the fuck else happened? I feel like
Sometimes I just forgot.
I feel like, like that shit just overtook everything. Oh, dude, this celebrity death list is gonna be nuts. A lot of people died last year.
Just like recently.
And 2023 decided to save a lot of people for the fucking end.
Remember in 2022 when fucking Betty White died at the very last
The last day. It was like, fuck you, 2022. 2022 was like, no.
He's just about to turn 100.
No, dude.
Well, I was watching something.
She must have owed the Grim Reaper money because he was like,
It was like Time Magazine or one of those magazines, Newsweek, I think it was. And it did an interview where, like, in October, and it was like, Betty White turns 100, but it was the January episode or magazine. So they couldn't really use it because she didn't turn 100 because she dated.
All right, Jamie's on his way, apparently.
I don't believe it.
he's on his way.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's supposed to be there. Anyway,
Val, I want to do a shot, but I don't know if I want to do any of this fucking weird penalty shit.
You're just gonna have to like pick one out.
is it?
It's fucking
I got this
overdue.
bag. I got this bag. The guy at the store, he was like, I was like, how much does this cost? And he was like, I give it to you for special price. I was like, because you're trying to get rid of
Oh my god, that thing makes so much noise.
Yeah. You know, Val knows all about that.
Wrinkling.
pick one out.
I apologize, everybody.
I'll do one as well.
I love you, Val, but go fuck yourself.
I told you guys wouldn't like it.
Oh, fucking brutal. I would like to give a shout out.
It's for holidays.
I'd like to give a shout out and middle finger to 99 brand liqueur. Oh, this is so fucking not okay.
Ooh, show your Marcus. Show your.
I got the pineapple. Oh wait,
Ooh.
I guess if I was a swinger, I'd turn it upside down.
Yeah. I got peppermint. This gonna just taste like mouthful.
I got buttercup.
Ooh, I feel like that would be good.
Terrible ideas.
You can't switch. Here's the other rule: is you can't switch. Cheers, fuckers.
Cheers, fuckers.
Oh God, of course. It's like icing.
Oh my god, that's worse than rumplement.
I'm kind of glad I just had the buttercup.
I feel like the pineapple just pissed in my mouth.
It did. Okay, I found the Cat Williams.
That is terrible. That was a bad idea, Val.
Yeah, Val. Way to split the arrow on that shit. God damn.
I mean, they are supposed to be penalty shots. I should have gotten another bottle of.
You should have gotten something, some decent, respectable shit for us
Right.
to sip on.